Now, your Eyewitness Weather forecast.
What a day today, 68 degrees, 2 away from the record high of 70. So it gets you thinking about spring, and it's only 6 days away. Showed you this yesterday. So we'll continue to count down the equinox at 11:06 in just 6 more days. Look at that. Beautiful night out there. A couple of fair weather clouds. Temperature still hanging in the mid-60s. Like, let's get the grill out. Let's go. West-northwesterly winds fairly light. That sunset getting later and later. So tonight, 7:05. In 2 weeks, 20 after. In 4 weeks, it'll be 20 to 8. And just before 8 o'clock in just a matter of 6 weeks. So we continue to really grow the daylight here and enjoyable weather, not only this evening, but I think into Thursday as well. However, we get into the late afternoon and more like the evening, sunset and after, so probably dry up through 5, 6, 7 o'clock. We're going to have a round of rain coming in Thursday night, lingering into Friday morning, and then I think it improves Friday afternoon. The parade looking fine, but the rain chances do return on Sunday. So I'm showing you this just 31 years ago, March 12th through the 14th, the storm of the century. We had snow all the way down into the panhandle of Florida. There were severe weather outbreaks, tornadoes. This thing set all kinds of records for minimum atmospheric pressure. I remember it well. I'm sure some of you watching do too. We had 43 inches of snow officially in Syracuse. Here locally, we had 20 to 40 inches of snow just 31 years ago. So think about that as I show you these numbers. What a difference. So upper 50s to the low and mid 60s still. But again, just 31 years ago, it was a very different story. Stark contrast. Upper 50s in Otsego County. It's 52 right now in Old Forge. Eyewitness weather forecast tonight. Partly cloudy, dry, patchy fog, lows in the upper 30s to near 40. And then through the day tomorrow, like I said, enjoyable weather. The clouds will start to increase, though, and as we get towards the evening, that's when the chance of showers arrives. If we can get enough sun, I think we're in the low 60s again tomorrow. There have been a very few sprinkles way down to the south near the 88 corridor. The storminess and all the winter weather out west, so the front range of the Rockies getting some snow here this evening. Back here for you and me, just gorgeous weather. However, that will begin to change. So as we go through the overnight, partly cloudy, and then into the day tomorrow, I think a good deal of sunshine around to start. What you're seeing here on Futurecast is a little bit of patchy fog developing in the valley areas. So that will be around in the morning. It will evaporate. It doesn't burn off. There's no like flame. It evaporates. And then I think we're off and running to some sunshine again. Clouds roll in. Here we are, 7, 8 o'clock. Here comes the wet weather. This will be around through tomorrow night and into Friday morning. But notice how quickly now it tapers. So I think as we go through the day on Friday, probably drying out by the afternoon, maybe a little partial clearing. Temperatures right around 50. And then we fast forward to the St. Patrick's Day parade downtown. It looks dry, and I think as we progress through the day, the sky will brighten. So we step off at 10:40, noontime 44, and into the afternoon, upper 40s to the low 50s. 7-day forecast. So it will start to turn cooler. Again, rain returning for St. Patrick's Day. It's not going to be all day, but scattered showers. Breezy, cool, 47. And here comes a little visit from Old Man Winter again, just in time for spring with some snow showers, colder, temperatures upper 30s to near 40. But Shelby, Brennan and I were kind of joking about this last week. 40 is what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
We've just been spoiled, rotten this March so far.
Definitely have. All right, thanks, Craig.
You're welcome.
Still to come tonight on Eyewitness News at
Eyewitness News. Now, your Eyewitness Weather forecast.
Brennan Miller over there just brought up a really good point. You know it's spring when you see lines at the car wash, right? And also tonight, hey, I heard the peepers. They're out. Saw a couple robins today. Now I know some of you are like, well, not all robins fly south, which is true. But we're going in the right direction. That's the point. Spring officially 6 days away. 11:06 Tuesday is the equinox. So no matter what the weather, it will be spring next week. However, it does look wintry. So here's a look downtown. Beautiful night, 47, calm wind. Sunsets continue to get later and later. 7:05 today, in 2 weeks, 20 after. In 4 weeks, 7:38, and in 6 weeks, just before 8 o'clock. Here's what to expect. Very enjoyable weather, not only today. By the way, we were just two little degrees shy of the record high. We hit 68 today. And I think we're going to enjoy some more warmth into Thursday. Clouds are going to increase. By this time tomorrow, it will be raining, and it's going to spill into Friday morning. But the good news is I think Friday is actually going to improve now. And it's fine for the parade Saturday before some rain chances return for St. Patrick's Day. It's really hard to believe that just 31 years ago, back in 1993, I was growing up in Cherry Valley, New York, right on Alden Street, and I remember it vividly. You couldn't, for the snowbanks, you couldn't even see the road. The storm of the century, as it became known, was underway 31 years ago today. We had 20 to 40 inches, the official snowfall in Syracuse, 43 inches of snow. This storm is still studied in academia. You know, we had snow all the way down to Bama and the panhandle of Florida. We had a rash of tornadoes. Quite the contrast when you compare it to today, right? Numbers in the mid-40s. Just goes to show you what March can do. Mid-40s as you make your way towards Richfield Springs, upper 30s to near 40 at Old Forge. So tonight, partly cloudy, dry. Watch for some patchy fog later tonight, lows near 40. Again, I think most of the day tomorrow should be fine. Clouds will increase. It will be mild once again. But once we get into the evening hours, that's when the wet weather will be moving on in. Void of any wet weather out there tonight. All the wintry weather, as has been the case this winter, out west. The Intermountain West, look at the snow in Denver, the Front Range tonight, dealing with snow. Area low pressure developing there. And back here, we're just looking at some beautiful weather. But you notice some thicker clouds and some wet weather to the west. That's what's going to get in here by later tomorrow. So through the rest of the overnight, watch for some of that patchy fog right there. And then we should get a mix of clouds and sunshine before clouds increase. And then we get into the evening. Here comes the wet weather building in. And did you notice how fast it kind of moves through? So by Friday morning, there's still some wet weather lingering. But by the afternoon, look at this. I think we actually start to get a little bit of clearing. So that should set us up for a decent Saturday. For St. Patrick's Day, I think the sky brightens. 10 a.m. temp 40, and then we're going to climb into the upper 40s to the low 50s, and it looks dry. So great news for the parade before rain returns on St. Patrick's Day. Breezy, cooler 47, and just in time for spring, we've got scattered snow showers and temperatures in the mid-upper 30s to near 40.
All right, thanks, Craig, and thanks for educating us on that storm.
It was a big one. I mean, it was a banger. I remember it was so vividly. It was an incredible storm.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. It's like we were just measuring it like off camera, what exactly that would be. It's like to like this point.
No
like
kidding.
that is ridiculous.
It had to have been fun, though.
Oh, it was awesome.
Yeah, the
was
snowmen,
so cool.
the chairs that you could have made.
Quite the contrast when you compare it to almost 70 today.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
March is crazy, man. It's March Madness, Brennan.
March
We're getting
Madness.
there. Close. Selection Sunday this
Sunday
weekend.
this coming week.
All right, what are we talking about in sports
well,
tonight?
funnily enough, we'll talk about a team that isn't going to be mentioned on Selection Sunday.
No.
And then one team that is. So we're going to, split it up a little evenly here. Colgate and Syracuse. We can figure out which one. It's coming up in sports right after this break.
Eyewitness Eyewitness Weather forecast.
Hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome back. So beautiful day today, and it's still going to be warm tomorrow. The change tomorrow is clouds are going to increase and eventually some wet weather. It felt like spring today and officially spring just 6 days away. Tuesday, next Tuesday, March the 19th, 11:06, the equinox. Downtown now, beautiful night. Clear to partly cloudy sky, temperature still in the low and mid 40s, calm wind. And have you noticed how we're gaining the daylight, especially on the backside? Tonight's sunset, 7:05, just 2 weeks from now, 7:22. 4 weeks, 7:38, and a sunset just before 8 o'clock, 6 weeks from today. Enjoyable weather again through the day tomorrow. Once we get into the evening, and especially this time tomorrow night, all bets off, some wet weather. That's going to spill into Friday morning, but I actually think Friday is going to improve as we get into the afternoon. The parade looks good. We'll see some brightening, should be dry before some more rain arrives by Sunday. All right, I mentioned 31 years ago today, a stark contrast as the storm of the century was underway. We had 20 to 40 inches of snow locally, so the magnitude of snow alone was crazy. Not only that, the wind associated with the storm, 50, 60, 70 miles an hour. I mean, we're talking snow drifts a couple of days after of 6 feet. I'm 6'4", and I remember this one vividly as a little guy in Otsego County. Syracuse officially 43 inches of snow 31 years ago today. Quite the stark contrast to what we had to deal with today. In the 40s now, we're going to drop to near 40 overnight, and then through the day tomorrow, I think some nice weather. Clouds will increase. It'll be warm, wet weather arriving by the evening. Not much going on out there tonight. Out west, though, that's where the snow is, out in Denver. Here locally, nice weather, but off to the west, we do have thicker clouds and some wet weather. That's what's going to arrive here as we go through the day tomorrow. A little fog early, then a mix of clouds and sun, warm. Clouds will increase, showers develop by evening, and there'll be periods of rain overnight into Friday morning before we actually clear the sky a little bit into the afternoon. St. Patrick's Parade looks pretty good, should be dry. A little brightening. Temperatures start right around 40 as we step off. We should be in the upper 40s to low 50s. Partly sunny for the afternoon. Then some rain showers on St. Patrick's Day. Breezy, cooler 47. Even colder as we get ready to begin spring. Tuesday, snow showers. Temperatures in the 30s to near 40.
All right. Thanks, Craig. Still to come tonight on Eyewitness News at 11, a Westmoreland